Deep in the heart of the Amazon rainforest, she reigns, Lupuna, majestic and towering, the mother tree, guardian of the jungle, a living portal between worlds. Join me as I adventure from the city of Iquitos down the Amazon River into Fundo Pedrito to feed paiche, one of the largest freshwater fish in the Amazon, and into the small town of Independencia to visit one of the tallest Lupuna trees in the Amazon. And the adventure begins. If any of you would like to do this journey, I'm going to leave my friend Maicol, who I'm going on this trip with, in the links in the description. Okay, first stop is the flower market. As a medicine woman and someone who works with plant medicine, animal and nature spirits, as well as the energies of the earth and doing grid work, I absolutely always bring offerings of tobacco, flowers, and sometimes sacred waters I have collected from around the world. Everything I do begins in reciprocity, in honoring the natural forces that hold us so deeply. For the last 3 years, when I've come to Iquitos to do my dietas with Noirao, I've wanted to visit Lupuna, but it never aligned. So today is a very special day for me, as we are going to visit one of the most sacred trees in the entire Amazon rainforest. She actually has been calling me to do a dieta with her, and this I know I will. Here we are. This is the Three Rivers Bridge, where it's actually the longest bridge ever built in Peru, which spans over the Nai River, which runs north and west, the Itaya River, which flows south and east, and then the Amazon River. And these waters are so delicious to swim in. Okay, as you can see, we are now underneath the Three Rivers Bridge, where we're of course going to stop for a coconut, and then we will be off on our trip down the Amazon River. Okay, we're talking about the pink dolphins, and they call the pink dolphins the river dolphins. Tell me.
We got two kinds of dolphin here, more the gray and pink, but mostly the gray are more friendly, they come out.
The pink ones are mean?
Sometimes it's rare to see the dolphins, pink dolphins, but the gray, they...
Yeah. And the pink ones, gracias, mami. The pink ones are called bufeo.
Both of us call bufeo here in the jungle. That's word from the jungle, bufeo.
Okay, we need some good coconut nourishment because this is a bit of an epic adventure. Now we walk through this tiny little village where they're really like shanty towns, and the walkways are made out of these little wooden like stilt walkways, because the Amazon, when it rains, it floods everywhere there. So all of these houses have these wooden stilt walkways. And we're about to board the boat and head down the Amazon. We're looking for the pink river dolphins, but we haven't seen any. And this is the Amazon River, the second longest river in the world. It discharges more water than any other river on Earth, more than 7 largest rivers combined. The river flows through 9 countries, but its heart lies in Brazil and Peru, where actually my heart lies, also where Iquitos is located. In many Amazonian traditions, the river is considered a living being, often personified as a serpent, and she is called Yakumama. She is the mother of the sacred waters, and a giant anaconda that is the guardian of the river. Shamans say the river holds the songs of the jungle and the memories of all life. It speaks, dreams, and it teaches. It's a living spirit. We are now traveling down the Amazon River, heading to Lupuna. Okay, and here we are at Fundo Pedrito, where you will see the largest lily pads. We will feed paiche and caimans. This is aguaje.
Aguaje, yeah, that's really good.
So I was taking this medicine of this beautiful palm tree for hormonal balance. It helps with female hormonal balance. And here are our cute little caiman friends. Caimans are from the alligator family. They're related to crocodiles and gators. And they are actually smaller and more agile than crocodiles and alligators. They can grow up to about 6 to 8 feet. And spiritually and culturally, they are actually seen as guardians of the water, and in some myths, they swallow negative energy or block intruders from entering into sacred zones. And some tribes believe that caimans can travel between worlds, the physical and the spiritual, much like jaguars serving to be protectors. This is Chirik Sanungo, and you can diet him. He is a master plant. Welcome to the land of the giant Victoria Amazonica, the giant water lilies. Look at how huge they are. These massive giant lily pads sometimes can be over 6 feet wide. That's taller than I am. And they actually have these huge root systems that root them into one another. Check out the giant water lily. Their blooms open at night and they change color by the morning. Isn't that crazy? And they're often seen as symbols of transformation and feminine strength. The Victoria Amazonica is the largest species of water lilies in the world, as you can see. Their leaves can grow up to 10 feet in diameter. They're really large and strong enough to support like a small child. And the underside is covered with a lattice of ribs and spines, which help the pad float. Okay, here we are feeding the giant paiche. Paiche is one of the largest freshwater fishes in the world. And they can also grow up to over 10 feet long and weigh more than 400 pounds. So they have these thick armor-like scales that shimmer with a dark green sheen and red undertones. Hopefully you'll be able to see it in the video, but they really look like dragons, like they have dragon scales. Unlike most fish, the paiche must surface to breathe air about every 15 to 20 minutes. Oh my gosh! Be careful, you're gonna eat your fingers. Whoa.
Un pequeño ahí. Llamo a small, pequeño. Oh.
Check out his dragon scales.
Asia have now because we export to Asia.
Oh.
But before we export just female.
Why?
But because they don't have it. Asian don't have it before. But we export just female, and they confuse and saying one male. Now Asia have paiches too.
Oh, yeah, because I think I've seen them in Asia.
Okay.
But they originate from here. And these are the ones that have teeth like humans.
This no.
Oh.
This don't have teeth. The other ones, the thing that piranhas,
Yeah,
they have teeth like humans.
the pacos.
Spark.
Okay. Bye-bye, Mr. Paisius. So cuties. These heart-shaped cement stones were so cute lining the walkway out. Okay, jumping in a tuk-tuk and on our way to Lupuna. There she is, the tallest tree in the Amazon. These are leaf cutter ants. You see them carrying the leaves on top of their back. They carry them underground into their colonies to use as fertilizer for growing fungus, which is their actual true food source. They're literally fungus farmers. Their colonies can have up to 8 million ants. This is an ayahuasca vine, and she looks to be about 25 to 30 years old, which is a really good age if you're going to drink ayahuasca. I recommend drinking ayahuasca that is at least this old, but it's rare to find. Here she is, the queen of the forest, Lupuna, one of the tallest trees in the Amazon rainforest, often reaching 200 to 230 feet tall. Her trunk is massive with a girth of 20 meters and roots that spread like wings, anchoring her presence deep into the earth. Locals estimate that she is likely 200 to 400 years old, a living elder and a witness of time. Etched into her trunk is the shape of a human heart, as if the jungle carved it there to remind us she is alive, she is feeling, and she loves. To enter the presence of Lupuna is not just a visit. It's a sacred pilgrimage, a ceremony, a homecoming. You don't simply walk up to her. You arrive with humility, with awareness, and with reverence. Before stepping into her field, I pause, I ground, I breathe, and I ask permission, in silence or in prayer, from the spirit of the land, permission from the guardians of the jungle, and from Lupuna herself. I wait to feel this yes in my body, in the air, in the energy, the shift, a telepathic yes. I bring offerings, always tobacco, to honor the spirits and to open the way. Flowers as a gesture of beauty and devotion, an offering. Sometimes sacred water collected from ceremonies around the world and sacred waters around the world. Each offering carries a prayer. Each gesture says, I see you, I honor you, I come in peace. This is her temple, not mine, and like any other sacred space, we must enter it in reverence, in solitude, and in listening. Lupuna is more than the tallest tree in the Amazon. She is a living temple, a cosmic portal, and one of the most spiritually revered beings in the jungle. To step into her presence is to step into the field of a great spiritual being, an earth guardian, an ancestral spirit, and a mother of worlds. In many indigenous cosmologies across the Amazon, Lupuna is seen as the axis mundi, a world tree connecting the upper world, the heavens, the middle world, our humanly realm, and the underworld, the ancestral and spiritual realms. She is said to be the bridge between realms, a tree that can help shamans journey interdimensionally to receive visions and communicate with plant and animal spirits. Her roots reach into the underworld, while her crown brushes the stars. She stands between the veils. Lupuna is a being. She is alive, sentient, and aware. She has her own spirit, her own personality, and her own medicine. Her energy is often felt as a feminine, vast protective spirit, and deeply wise. Lupuna is a master plant teacher, and in the Amazonian plant Dieta traditions, she can be dieted, though it is not common, and usually only with those by deep experience. Her medicine brings spiritual protection, ancestral clearing, power retrieval, energetic sovereignty, connection to the spiritual realms and elemental forces. She brings in songs and connection to other spiritual realms and guardians in the forest. She is also known to strengthen the energetic field, clear parasitic energies and or entities, and her presence can be grounding yet highly activating, especially through dreams and visions. If any of you are called to work with Lupuna as a teacher, I have her tincture available on tribuspirit.com. Some traditions say that Lupuna houses protective spirits. Spirits like jaguars, anacondas, wind spirits, tree beings, or elemental guardians. They are the keepers of her medicine and must be approached with care. You don't just sit beneath her, you introduce yourself like you would any other human. You ask permission and you listen. She is the grandmother of the jungle, a guardian of the veil. She connects to the sky and the soil. To meet her is to remember something ancient inside of you, something sovereign and something sacred. She holds the memories of the forest. She watches, teaches, without words, but through the breath of the wind and the stillness, the rhythm of your own heart. May this journey with Lupuna stir something deep and ancient within you, a sacred remembering of your connection to the earth and to the spiritual realms.